Going blind, along with kidney failure and other complications that diabetes can cause, was always in the back of my mind. But you don't think it'll happen to you. Left school with nothing, with no qualifications. I mean, I had a A-level in glue sniffing, petty thieving, you know. I knew I was going to end up banged up, so it was just a case of bringing it on. And I first got put away when I was 17. And including remands, I've probably been inside about 10 times. My marriage lasted 10 years. It was a miracle, really, but I met Tracy. I fell for her. And my son came along, and that was it. I still had my moments between contracts, but I basically kept myself out of jail and kept the roof over their heads, you know. I fell in with a bloke who got me a job on the Channel Tunnel as a labourer, and I didn't look back. I worked my way up. I started getting more blurred vision in this eye, and it was hurting. It was stinging a bit than usual. Even though I'm not classed as a welder, I used to do quite a bit of it. So I just put it down to that. I just assumed it was that. So, finished for the day, went home, went to bed, woke up the next morning. My left eye was just full of blood. It was like a black bin liner had floated across. And I had the beginnings of it happening in this one as well. So I panicked. But I should have dialed 999, I suppose, but I got a cab there. And they took me in, put me under a general anaesthetic to do some laser. I come round. I could just make out some blurred outlines. I was desperate to hold on to that, even though I couldn't see any detail in anything. No. I just thought this is the icing on the cake to a shit life, you know? It's just been one knock after another. I had some money left, which I proceeded to piss up against a wall. You know, there was a little off licence just 100 yards from my flat, which I found my way to. In total denial, trying to make out to people I could see, you know, I must have looked pathetic. Stock up on cheap vodka and whiskey, and then go shut myself away again and just get out of my face, and then hope I wouldn't wake up. Family was trying to contact me, friends were trying to contact me, and I just shut them all out. Felt I'd lost everything except for the ability to breathe, you know, and walk. Everything else was gone. And I just didn't want to be here. Right up until I got the phone call from my niece, I mean, I was just in this pit. Her nickname for me is John, and she said, "Oh, how you doing? I really miss you, like, you know." That was what did it. That was my I broke down. I was in tears, and I just cried my eyes out. I got a taxi the next day down to the eye hospital in Bristol, and they put me in touch with the RNIB at Bedminster. Went to some counselling sessions, and then I spoke to the people from Guide Dogs, and I realised then, get your act together, John, because they're not even going to consider you. I was put on the list to move with the local council. To their credit, they moved me quite quick. Through Guide Dogs, I met these lovely people, and October, they said they had a dog for me. Never forget it. Des moved in on a Friday, and I remember I spent the weekend lying on the floor next to him because I used to touch him when I was going to sleep, make sure he stopped breathing and that, you know. I got really protective towards him like a newborn baby. I remember the first morning, the Saturday morning, my bedroom door just flew open, and then he'd come, bouncing in, jumping on the bed and off it, you know, telling me to get up, which is just what I needed. I never used to get a chance to get depressed, you know, because I'd be fast asleep and then awake, and I got this dog there. But it just all started slowly clicking into place. As each day went by, we just got better and better, more confident, and we started walking further. We become a really good partnership. And I think that made them realise then that we were safe to be let go on our own. And we were presented with a harness and told, "You're qualified." I gave him a pat on the head and a biscuit, and that was it. We were on our own then. I was starting to walk around with a smile on my face. I was starting to tell jokes again. People that knew me before saying, you know, "You were really good at being depressed and now you're really good at not being." Thanks to Des, I got all that back. The biggest battle is overcoming the fear of failure. I mean, just having the confidence to just go and do it, you know. And once I got over that hurdle, there's no stopping me. Wait. Nicely. When you can't see nothing, it is. It's like learning to walk again, you know. There was a big step crossing roads. That took some getting used to. But no, he was amazing. Kept telling him to cross and he wouldn't. Telling him to go forward and he wouldn't. And after about the 10th time of telling him, he just stood up and went, and I went with him. And yeah, I knew then he's going to look after me, this boy, you know. Give him a big hug that day. I couldn't wish to live in a nicer place amongst nicer people. I go in the local little shop we got here, which is the centre of the village, and I even go in there when I haven't got to buy anything, just for the welcome and just, you know. Yeah. So I've got this dog like that, and as people are coming out, I just everyone's giggling, and I can feel his head like this. Oh, have you got a biscuit? Have you got a biscuit? I'm cute. Yeah. I wouldn't. If somebody said, "Here's £1,000,000, live anywhere you want in the world," I wouldn't move. Should we get going? I'd give the money to guide dogs to stay here, you know. I love showing him off, obviously, because I'm very proud of him. We get involved in fundraising. We do talks from schools right up to, ironically, prisons. It's like I've got a job. It's like I've got a really important role in life. So I can't get the message across just how valuable these dogs are and the difference they make. I can remember what colours it like. I mean, it's the detail of things, you know, that's going. Because my memory stopped in 2011, and I've had no new memories since then. So when I try and picture something, I find it harder and harder. If you ask me in another 5 years, I'll probably have hardly any memory at all. I don't know. I'd give anything to have a little flash of Dez's eyes, because everyone's always telling me how lovely he is. There aren't words invented to say how much, but I love him and care for him, you know. I wouldn't be here now if it weren't for him. He can pick up on my mood sometimes as well, you know, and if he can tell if I'm a bit down, and he's even more loving then, you know. His little nose is under your hand. Oh, come on, Dad, it's all right. I couldn't wish for a better companion, you know. He just filled a void. I didn't realise how lonely I was, because I've been on my own for so long, and that's all gone now.